So I just recorded half of it, mostly the whole video, and it was out of focus. So we're gonna try this one more time. Okay, so hi, my name is Shakira, LaShaun, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I did a poll on my Instagram stories about a week ago. Okay, so I did a poll on Instagram stories, and this video is the one that won. It was the 10 random facts about me. So let's get right into it, because I'm not recording this 50 million times. Okay, the first random fact is I'm an ambivert. An ambivert is someone who is an introvert and an extrovert at the same time. So there are times when I want to be all by myself, especially in public. When I'm all by myself, I would like to be all by myself, not bothered, and I'm just really quiet and to myself on my phone. And sometimes that can come off as rude or stuck up, but it's really just I'm not comfortable in the crowd that I'm in, so I'd rather just stay by myself. And there are other times when I'm super duper comfortable, or I don't even care about the crowd that I'm in, and I'm very obnoxious, very loud, very welcoming, very just open and friendly. But that's not always the case, and I think that what gets that misconstrued is that people don't understand that you can be both, or understand that that not everybody is one way all the time. It's not that I'm finicky, or it's not that I'm fake. It's just that when I'm comfortable, I'm comfortable. When I'm not, I'm not. And if I'm outside, that's just what it's gonna be. You know, I'm working on it, but it's a lot more work than people understand, because you have to shift your whole entire mood, and it's a lot of introspective thinking that goes into being able to switch your whole mood and things like that. So I mean, sometimes it's really hard, but people just don't understand. So yeah, I'm an ambivert, introvert and extrovert, and depending on the day, the time, and how I'm feeling, depends on what you're gonna get. Okay. The next random fact is I used to want to be a dermatologist. So around 7th and 8th grade, when like girls started getting into Bath and Body Works and things like that, I couldn't use them because I had kind of severe eczema and dry skin. So my eczema was set off, whatever. It would flare up when the seasons would change, and it's like triggered by allergens. So I couldn't use scented lotions and body washes and things like that that other people were using. So around that time, I was about 12 or 13, I decided that I wanted to be a dermatologist, because I wanted to be able to use the same things that other people use, but it'd be okay for my type of skin. Not really into that anymore, so there's that. Our next random fact is I love interior design. I love being able to put things together and make it look beautiful. I like house and home and things like that. I like to add accents to everything and just make things look beautiful. My room now is kind of like an antique Parisian theme type of room. I have a lot of antique pieces that are in my room, and the walls are pink, as you can see, like a blush pink, muted pink, with white accents on the baseboards and the molding and all that stuff. And yeah, it's just really pretty. I have gold and like antique gold and rusted like white goldish silver accents all over the room. And yeah, it's just really pretty and really bougie, because I'm a little bougie. Really like bougie feeling. I could wake up, look out my window, and like see the sunrise and things like that. So it's just really pretty. I can't wait to be able to furnish my own home and make everything just come together and flow from each room to the next one. It's just going to be so beautiful, and I just can't wait. The next fact is I live with my grandmother. So I moved out of my mother's house at 19 and moved here. There was no particular reason. I just felt as though it was time for me to move into a more isolated space, and I cannot afford to move on my own, and nor did I want to move on my own. and I just moved here. And I always said growing up that I was going to move to my grandmother's house after I graduated high school. It didn't happen immediately after, but definitely after I graduated high school, I moved here. And I always said like the back room was mine and things like that. And it's just so funny that like I actually did it. Like I'm actually living here. And yeah, so we respect each other's spaces, and we're both pretty quiet. But we're not. Well, we're a lot alike. I stay in my space. She stays in hers. We don't really clash at all in the house. So yeah, it's fine living here. It's really quiet. And yeah, it's exactly what I needed. Next fact is cleaning makes me happy. So I love the smell of clean linen and like fresh cotton. See, I'm in cotton from Bath and Body Works. I don't know if they still have it because I don't shop there. Okay, see, I'm in cotton from Bath and Body Works. I don't know if they have it, but that was my favorite scent, and I just love the way it smelled. It was so fresh and like clean smelling. I love the smell of it clean. Like I love that clean smell, clean feeling. Like the feeling that you get when you lay in fresh sheets, and like the smell of after you like wipe everything down with like a gentle cleanser. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I really love that. Wiping things makes me feel like so accomplished, and putting things back, like walking into a room after it's been dirty and clean, like seeing it clean just makes me feel so at ease and at peace. It's like a feeling I can't explain. It's just so beautiful. But yeah, I really like that. Next fact is I'm super duper ready to graduate. I am in school to become an early childhood educator, and I'm not so much excited to become that because I'm already in the field. So it's not that, it's just I want the bag that comes with it, okay? Like I'm doing the work, but not to the, I'm still doing kind of like groundwork right now. Like I'm not really in the place that I want to be, but I need the bag because this is a lot of work. It takes a lot out of me, and I don't even do that much. Like I do like the base work, like as a teacher, like the stuff you first start learning, like, and it takes so much out of me. Like I'd be exhausted. So I'm ready for the bag to match the exhaustion because it doesn't right now. And teaching isn't something that I feel like is going to be my main source of income, because that was never the goal. I've never been the type of person who really wanted to work for anybody. I do a lot of things, and if I feel like if I did everything to the best of my potential, then I wouldn't have to work for anybody else. But it's just that to begin that type of work, I feel like I need to have a lot. I feel like I need to have another source of income that doesn't require me doing the boss work, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like something needs to feed me while I'm pouring out into my other ventures and things like that. So yeah, I'm ready to graduate so I can secure this bag so I can get to work with the other projects that I have. So yeah, next topic, next facts rather. I'm a jack of many trades. So I'm a creator. So creatives usually don't just create one type of thing. So I'm a YouTuber, makeup artist, hairstylist, I sing, I dance a little bit. Yeah, I do a lot of things. I teach. So yeah, just as being a creator, like it's hard to just do one thing, because when you're so like when the best thing that you do is making things, usually there's not one skill that goes into making things. So there's a lot of skills that you have to acquire to make things that are appeasing to you, to make quality what you consider to be quality work, so, or quality product. So yeah, I'm just a creative, and I be creating stuff or whatever. And yeah. Next fact is, now this one's gonna be tricky. I am not a religious person at all. I feel like religion really takes away from the true meaning of what you believe. So I consider myself a believer. I do not go under the title Christian because I feel like Christian has so much stigma, and Christianity has gotten so far away of the true meaning and mission of Christ, and I just don't want to be attached to anything like that. as you guys have seen, or if you haven't seen, some of the thoughts and the actions of evangelical Christians do not match at all what Christ would have done. And I can't stand for it. So I'd rather consider myself a believer in God and in Jesus Christ, and I'd rather just be a doer of the word, not a hearer, because that's what I've seen. I've seen so many hearers and not doers of the word, and they're going around boasting and bragging about them being Christian. Oh, I believe this, but your actions don't prove that you believe anything of what you're saying, anything of what the Bible says, anything of what Jesus said himself. So it's just like, I don't want to be attached to that. So I consider myself a believer and a doer, and I'd rather do the work than talk about it. I'd rather be Christian than to say I'm Christian, you know? So yes, I'm a believer. There's nothing different, like it's not a different sector or denomination or anything just like that. It's just that I'm not just going to label myself, because labels have stigmas, and I just rather be than to boast about what I am. I just rather be. Just be. Okay, these are the last two. Save them for last because I was going to do them in the other question that I chose from my poll, but everybody wanted to see 10 random facts. So what y'all gonna get is y'all gonna get both of the poll questions in one video. Okay. Well, not really. If you guys want me to elaborate on this one more, I gladly will, because I feel like somebody needs to talk about it. So, or somebody needs to have. I feel like nobody has my point of view, so I would love to talk about it. Okay. So I do not date. Say it again, just so you hear me. I do not date. I haven't gone on a date, a formal date. I have not gone on a formal date since 2014. It's 2018, so no one has asked me on a date and taken me on a date since 2014. I've only been in one relationship. So I was in a relationship with a guy I knew from the time I was 13. I knew him from when I was 13. So we got together when I was 16 up until February of 2015. And yeah, it was one of those like childish, you know, that first childish relationship that everybody gets in. It's just like they think they're head over heels in love and it's that's a forever lie. It was that type of relationship, and that relationship showed me so much about myself and so much that I don't want. Like, that was enough for me to realize that, yeah, I'm not doing this again. There's so many red flags that I just bypassed that was just like, I'm not, like, at the culmination of our relationship, I decided that I'm not doing this. I'm just going to be by myself until I'm ready to get in a relationship. And then a few months after that, I really for real started walking. I really for real started walking with Christ. So it was just like, I don't want to be in a relationship with nobody until my husband ready for me. So I'm just not going to date. And it wasn't so much as a decision like, I'm not dating, I'm never going to get in a relationship, I'm not dating, I don't want no man, I'm just going to be me, myself, and I, independent black woman. Like, no, it wasn't like that. It was just like, I just don't want to. And I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to date because I had too bad of a heartbreak. I'm just going to say that. I had too bad of a heartbreak, and I just wasn't, there was just some things I wasn't going to tolerate anymore. And then growing up in this generation, it's just like, this is what people want, and what I deserve, I feel like, is not what I'm going to take. It's not what I'm going to give. Like, I'm not doing it. So I decided I'm not going to date. I haven't been in a relationship since, and I'm fine. At this place that I'm in right now is like, I don't want to say I'm ready to be married, but I'm ready to be married. So that's what I'm working towards. I'm not trying to have nobody as my boyfriend. I'm not trying to like take big goals. I'm not into that big goals thing. I'm not into that that's my boyfriend. Like I'm not into that right now. I'm trying to secure a bag, I'm trying to build credit. I'm trying to manage my money better. I'm trying to get right on the inside. I'm trying to slay life. Like I'm trying to better myself, because I have the rest of my life to be with my husband. So why be in a rush to be in a relationship when we got the rest of our lives? Like, I'm not in a rush to be in a relationship. I would love to be. I don't even want to be in a relationship. I want to be, if I'm going to be with somebody, you gotta be my husband. That's just how I'm coming. Like, I'm not about to sit here and be a girlfriend for 3, 4, 5 years and then we break up. Like, no. The next man that comes to me and is serious about me is going to be my husband. I'm not playing no games. I'm not playing no dating games. I'm not doing all that. I don't have time. And I'd rather put my energy into growing me and growing a legacy and growing wealth for my children and my children's children. I'd rather be concerned about the generations to come than to be concerned about something that's going to happen anyway. Like, I'm not concerned about having kids because I know I'm going to have them. So I'd rather work on what I have because I know it's going to happen. So like I know I'm going to be married. So why be consumed with that? Like, I know it's going to happen. So why don't I just work on what I have to work on right now? Because when a husband comes, that's going to be working itself. Like, when he get here, when he ready, that's a whole nother job. I got all these jobs to worry about and he not even here yet. So let me worry about what I got going on right now, and I'll worry about him later. And this leads into my last topic or last fact. I cannot wait. I can't wait. I can definitely wait. But I'm so ready to be somebody's wife. I am so ready. I can't wait. And I don't want this to be misconstrued with me being excited for a wedding and a dress and a ring. I don't care about none of that. Like, yeah, I really would love to have a really big wedding, a really nice, classic, clean cut ring. Listen, I have a whole Pinterest board about my wedding, but my wedding might not even happen when I get married. My wedding my big celebration type thing might not even happen when I get married. So I'm not even worried about that right now. It's nice to be able to think about it and to, like, this is what I want to do, but that's not the biggest thing. The biggest thing is sharing my life with somebody. And I cannot wait to be somebody's wife. Like, that's such a beautiful ministry to me. Like, I've watched my first lady, Joyce Martin, and I've watched my mom. My mom got married when I was 13, and I've watched how she is as a wife. I watched my aunt, how she is as a wife, and I've just seeing these women go from my aunt, seeing them go from being single women to being wives, and seeing what they endure and how they endure it and how they do it so gracefully, and how they, especially my first lady, like, seeing how she does things so gracefully, which I know it took plenty of time because she's been married for 52 years, but like, it's just so beautiful, and I can't wait to share in that. Like, life is so beautiful as it is, even with the good and the bad, the ugly, the irritating, the annoying, the disgusting. Like, even all of that packaged together is so beautiful. So imagine being able to have somebody to share that with, and to be that, like, I just can't wait to be a wife. Like, to be and embody what somebody needs, to be somebody's rib, like, to be their support, because you need that rib to support and hold in your lungs, and like the whole thing like, I can't wait. It's so beautiful to me. It's so beautiful to me. And along with that, I can't wait to be a mother. I can't wait to be a mother because I work with kids every day. I can wait. Even if I get married, like, within the next few months, I can wait, because kids are a lot. But just to be able to be someone's mother, and to nurture them, and to teach them, and to, like, I don't want to say right your wrongs, because that's that can become problematic and kind of scar your kids if you're trying to right your wrongs with them and then put them through things that they didn't have to go through because it wasn't ever meant for them to go through it. But I kind of want to be sure that I give them the opportunities that I never had, give them the stability that I needed, and like give them everything I had times like 1,000, and instill in them so much more, have them more prepared to be adults. And I just can't wait for that. Like, that's going to be amazing. I can tell it's going to be so amazing, and I can't wait. But not until I have to have a husband first, because I'm not. Shakira ain't popping on no babies without no ring. Well, I don't even need the ring. Shakira ain't popping on no babies without no man. That's her husband. That we done 12-fold God. That we gonna be together for forever. I'm not doing it. So, yeah. I can't wait. So that wraps up the 10 random facts about me. If you like videos like this, thumbs up, comment, like this video and all of that. Tell me what kind of videos y'all want to see, because I would like to talk to you guys more. I need to get into talking more, so I would like to talk to y'all more if y'all would like that. Let me know if y'all want the video on me on the dating, and yeah, let me know, because I got some things to share about my point of view. And if y'all want to see that, I might do it anyway, but if y'all want to see that, I'll definitely do it like tomorrow. So let me know what y'all want to see or whatever, and I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope I wasn't being too weird, and hope to see you in my next one. Have a great day or whatever you're doing, and thanks for watching again. Bye.